Hi guys, welcome to my channel. In this video, I will be covering offset, order by and filter by classes in SQL, and also I will explain SQLite constants. I will explain not null constant, default constant, unique constant and primary key constant. And at last I will explain constructors and various types of Python constructors. Guys, I have uploaded complete Python programming subject tutorials. I will provide link in description, you can watch from there. If you are watching this video for the first time, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. Let's get started. At first I will explain offset, order by and filter by in SQL. Guys, we call this offset, order by and filter by as classes. CLAUSES. Classes are nothing but they are like instructions. At first I will explain what is use of offset class. Let us consider a situation where we need to display only specific number of rows within a given range. In this case, we might have to remove set of rows from the beginning and display records as per requirement. For example, let us consider this table. In this table, I want to display only last 3 rows. So, in order to display last 3 rows, we need to eliminate this first row and second row. And we can achieve it by using offset. By using offset, we can eliminate set of records from our table. Offset in SQL is used to eliminate set of records from a given table in order to retrieve a set of records according to our requirement. In order to retrieve set of records according to our requirement, of course, we need to eliminate remaining records, and you can achieve it by using offset. Offset in SQL is generally used with order by clause with a value greater than or equal to 0. That means, normally we will use offset along with order by clause. And whatever the offset value that you give, that offset value must be greater than or equal to 0. We should not give negative values. Next, I will explain what is use of order by clause. The name itself says order by. That is nothing but it will display data in particular order. Guys, I will explain both offset and order by giving one example. This is syntax of order by and offset. At first, you need to select columns from table. So just write here select column names from table name. Next, write here order by column name. For example, I want to arrange data according to rule number, like rule number 1, 2, 3, so on. So directly you can give column name here, that is rule number column. And next write here offset n rows. N is nothing but number of rows to be deleted. For example, in students table I want to delete first row. So just write here 1. For example, in students table I want to delete first 2 rows. So just write here offset 2 rows. For example, my database contains students table. Students table contains data Rahul, section A, age 21. Similarly, name Ramesh, section A and age 18 and so on. Now by using offset, I will delete first row. Whenever you write here offset 1 rows, it will delete first row. After deleting this first row, now I want to arrange this table according to age. That is nothing but I want to arrange data from small age to big age. First Mahesh age is small. Mahesh age is 17. After Mahesh, Ramesh. After Ramesh, Rani. And after Rani, Siri age. I want to arrange this table from small age to big. I will write query for this. I want to print 3 columns. One column name is name, next column name is section, and next column name is age. All these columns are present in students table. So at first you need to write select name column, comma section, comma age from students. And next, I want to arrange this table from small age to big. Here you need to use order by clause. So just write here order by age. So it will arrange this table in order according to age. And at last I written here offset 1 row. Whenever you write here offset 1 row, it will not display first row. It will ignore first row. Whenever I run this code, this is my output. It will ignore first row and it will display only these first 4 rows. This is my output. Next I will explain what is use of filter by clause. Filter by clause is used to filter records based on our requirement. For example, from the students table, I don't want section B data. I want to acquire only section A data. So just you need to write here db dot table name, that is students dot filter by section A. Whenever you write here db dot students dot filter by section A, it will print only section A data. Next I will explain SQLite constants. Whatever the rules that we apply on database columns on table, we call those rules as constants. And by using constants, we can limit the type of data that can go into a table. We can limit data by using constants. And constants ensures the accuracy and reliability of data in the database. That is nothing but by using constants we can ensure correctness of data in database. That is nothing but by using constants, accurate data will be stored in database. Constants could be column level or table level. Column level constants are applied only to one column, and whereas table level constants are applied to whole table. We can apply constants to only one particular column, or else we can also apply constants to whole table. Guys, I will give an example so that you can clearly understand what is use of these constants. In SQLite total there are 4 types of constants. They are not null constant, default constant, unique constant and primary key constant. Not null constants ensures that a column cannot have null value. For example, this is my table. In this table, I want to apply not null constant to this rule number. Whenever you apply not null constant to particular column, then we cannot give null values to this rule number. Definitely you need to give value. This is use of not null constant. If you apply not null constant to particular column, then we cannot give null values to this particular column. Next one is default constant. Default constant provides a default value for a column when none is specified. For example, for all the students, I want to set section as section A. So by using default constant, you can apply default value to this particular column. Whenever you don't give any data, then by default it will take value as section A. Next one is unique constants. Unique constants ensure that all values in a column are different. Whenever you apply unique constant to particular column, then you must give unique values in that column. For example, I applied unique constant to this age column. Whenever you apply unique constant to this age column, then inside this age column, you need to give unique values. You cannot give same values. For example, for Rahul I given age 15 and similarly for Shiva I given age 15. So it will not accept. So definitely whenever you apply unique constant to particular column, then you must give unique values to that particular column. Next I will explain primary key constants. Primary key constants uniquely identifies each row or record in a database table. For example, if you consider roll number column, definitely we will give different roll numbers for each student. We cannot give same roll numbers. If any column contains unique values, then you can set that column as primary key. Primary is nothing but main key. If you set primary key for roll number column, then this roll number column acts as main column. Guys, I will explain all these constants by giving single example. For example, I want to create students table. So just write here create table students. Inside students table, I want to create 4 columns. One column name is roll number, next column name is name, next column name is section and next column name is age. So just write here roll number. Inside roll number column, I want to enter integer values like roll number 12, 13, so on. So just write here roll number, data type that is int. Here I am giving primary key. Primary key is nothing but if any column contains unique values, for that column you can give primary key. It acts as main column. So just I written here roll number in primary key, comma. Similarly, another column name is name. So just write here name. Name is text data type because I want to enter text like name Nagendra, name Sai, name Rahul, so on. So I am giving data type as text, and inside this I am writing not null. So whenever you give here name, text data type and not null, this name column will not accept null values. So definitely you must give name. You cannot give null values to this name column. It will not accept null values. For example, here in place of Rahul, I did not written anything. So if you don't write anything, it should take null value. But whenever you write here not null, if you don't write anything here, it will not accept. Definitely you need to give your name. Next I want to create another column. That column name is section. And inside section I want to give section A, section B, so on. So I am taking data type as text. Section text. And I am giving here default value, that is section A. Whenever you write here default to section A, if you don't give any value inside section column, by default it will take value, that is section A. All the students belong to section A. So I took here default section A. So by default it will take section A. And next I want to create another column. That column name is age. Inside age column, I want to give age like age 12, 13, so on. So I am taking data type as int. Age int. Here I am giving unique. Whenever you give unique constant to particular column, then you must enter unique values inside that column. You cannot enter same values. So for Rahul I am giving age 15, for Ramesh 16, for Shiva 17 and for Mahesh 18. For example, if I give Rahul age as 15 and similarly Shiva age as 15, it will not accept because I given here unique. So it will not accept same values, it will accept only unique values. Next I will explain constructors in Python. Constructors in Python is a special method that is called when an object is created. That is nothing but whenever we create any object, then we need to call constructor method. But what is use of this constructor method? By using Python constructor, we can assign values to data members within the class when an object is created. The name of constructor method always starts with underscore underscore init underscore underscore. This is how we start constructor, where this init stands for initialization. Guys, I will give one simple example so that you can clearly understand what is use of this constructor. At first we need to create class. We can create class by using keyword class. So I written here class and I am giving class name as person. You can give any name. I am giving class name as person and give colon. Now inside this class we need to create function. We can create function by using keyword that is def, define. So at first I written here def, but instead of giving here function name, I given here constructor. Just I written here underscore underscore init underscore underscore, where this underscore underscore init underscore underscore is constructor. Take brackets and inside brackets you need to write self and give colon. Whenever you write here self, then our computer will understand that this function belongs to class. So whenever you create any function inside class, then you need to write self. So I written here self and give colon. Now inside this constructor, I want to create name John and age 25. So just I written here self dot name equal to John, self dot age equal to 25. Guys, definitely write here self dot name and self dot age. Now outside class we need to create object. You can take any variable name. I am taking variable name as p. P equal to, guys, object is nothing but here class name is person. So whenever you write here class name and take brackets, then we call it as object. Here class name is person. So I took here person and I given brackets. So we call this person as object. Now I am storing this object in variable p and next write here print p dot name and next write here print p dot age. So whenever I run this entire code, I will get output John and 25. From this example, underscore underscore init underscore underscore method is called when person object is created. Whenever we create person object here, then it will call this underscore underscore init underscore underscore method and it sets name and age attributes of object. So whenever you write here p dot name and p dot age, you will get output John and 25. Underscore underscore init underscore underscore method is commonly referred to as constructor because it is responsible for constructing object. By using this constructor, we constructed this object, that is person. Next I will explain various types of constructors. Constructors are classified into three types. They are default constructor, parameterized constructor and non-parameterized constructor. Constructor that takes no arguments is known as default constructor. And similarly, constructor that takes one or more arguments is known as parameterized constructor. And constructor that do not take any arguments is known as non-parameterized constructor.